Okay, this is my first time going live. Hello, everyone. My name is MRS.CHUGAVEY. This is my first time on YouTube live video, trying to figure out everything. The live video is going to be very short, but I really intend to do more live videos to answer more questions if need be and all of that. So let me see. Okay, just trying to, okay, this is back and forth. Just trying to see all, at least 1 minute of the video is needed to start the highlight. Oh wow, okay, what's this for? Retouch on. Okay, this is for the face, to have a face retouch. Sorry, I am navigating. Oh, this is to turn off my camera, and this is to, okay, I'm going to be doing more of live videos. Okay, to start a Q&A. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. Wow, this is so. Ask me anything. Do I put this here? Okay. So, I really don't know how this works, but this looks good. Off on. Please help me with my phone. My other phone. Let me use my other phone to check. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Hello. Hello, everybody. I have two people that just joined. In case you have any questions on the launch videos I pack, you can do well to ask anything. And this is my first live video for YouTube. I just came on here to appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. So, in the space of 2 weeks, we've had like 2,000 new subscribers here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask. We are growing, getting bigger. We are going to be celebrating 5,000 followers soon. I'm super thankful for that. I'm super thankful for each and every one of you here. Okay. So let's see. I intend to spend just 5 minutes on here. If you have any questions, please go ahead to ask as regards kids lunch, meal prep. If you're a mom on here, you're seeing this live video, you have any questions, how do I navigate things? Whatever the questions you have, you can go ahead to ask me. I would answer any question. Okay? So let's see. Once we have 5 minutes and there are no questions, I'll go off. Like I said, this is the first time I'm going to be live on YouTube. Okay, so if there are any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, I'm a mom, lifestyle content creator. I also have a niche on kids school lunch and meal prep. So if you have any questions as regards that, or you have any you really have questions on what to pack for your kids school lunch, how to pack, how to attend to your kids lunch and all of that, feel free to ask me. This is my second daughter, the one who eats all the amazing meals I prep, though she's having a running nose anyways. You know how schools can be with the whole what's it called, with the regular infections and all of that. Okay, say hello everybody.
Hello everybody. What's my name? What's your mama's name?
What's my name? My name is Gladness. I'm also known as Mrs. Oh, sorry. Guys, sorry about that.
Upside down.
Hold on. Okay, it fell upside down. My name is Gladness, and
What's daddy's name?
Daddy's name is Anthony. I'm a lifestyle. Okay, no, that's okay. Come on, Carjeo. I'm a lifestyle content creator. I make mostly school lunch videos on packing school lunch, how to prep meals, and all of that. I have a lot going on I'm coming, baby. So I have, okay, her name is Jael, Jeiel. Some persons pronounce it Jael. Her name is Jael. It's all same thing. Okay. She's a twin anyways. I have twins. I have 3 kids. I have Mitchell, my 4-year-old, and then I have twins that are going to be 3 this year, September. Mitchell is going to be 5 this year. So most of the times I post school lunch videos for my kids. Most of them are Nigerian recipes, but you could always play around it to suit your culture and your taste bud, because I learned in this whole what's it called, meals and prepping stuffs. A lot of people say Nigerians love way too spicy food, which we wouldn't know because of course we are Nigerians and something we are used to. So I post recipes, Nigerian recipes, but it's something you could always tweak to your own taste board. Yep. So that's what I'm all about: motherhood, lifestyle, and that's basically broad. So, but yep. Okay, so you could ask me anything. You could ask me anything. Let me check. Okay. Okay. Already 7 minutes gone. Let's do 10 minutes. I said I was going to do 5 minutes, but it's going to be 10. If you have any questions, I create recipes for children for taking to school. So if you have any questions in that aspect. So here is the thing. I usually, and let me just say this for people who are interested. Now, I usually use a lunch box and a snack box to pack my kids' school lunch. Now, let me tell you why I do that, because I get a lot of questions in that regard. When I'm putting my homemade meals for my babies, I make sure that I put it in one particular lunch box, and then I have a separate snack box for them. Now, my kids have 2 lunch breaks because they go to school as early as 7:30 and they come back by past 3. That's like from 7:30 till 3 o'clock. That's their school time. Okay. So most of the times they have 2 lunch breaks. Now, the first lunch break, they usually eat their food, which is why I like to pack it separate. Now, it's very important for you as a mom to pack snacks separate from food, because if you put snack and food in one lunch box, when the child opens the food to eat, the child will contaminate the snack that is in the lunch box or the lunch pack, and then when next the child is eating from the snack box, it's already contaminated. So there are a lot of stories as regards kids lunch contamination. So one way to avoid your kids snack, hi, Aman said hi, hello. So one way to avoid contamination, when giving your kids snack, is to make sure that if you're going to be putting a snack and homemade meals, oh, you love my videos, thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you. So one way to avoid contamination when packing your kids' school lunch is make sure that the lunch box and the snack box are different. The snack box doesn't have to be exotic. You can use just a small snack, or if you're putting biscuits, make sure you're putting the biscuit and it's not opened, so that when the child wants to eat, the child can open it. But don't open snacks and food put together. When the child opens the food to eat, snack is contaminated. When the child eats later, there'll be so much contamination already at school. To be very honest, if you're not caring for your child, you cannot tell 100% how neat the environment is. Even if there are CCTVs in the school, you cannot tell the way the water is, the water they use for cleaning. So it's best to just try as much as possible to help your child avoid some level of contaminations. I love your videos. They are fun and I love your kids. Oh, thank you so much. I love you too. Hi. Thank you. Let's Loto. Oh, Rabotapi. Ah, God, I can't pronounce it. Sorry about that. But I love you too. I appreciate you. Now, we've had like almost 2,000 subscribers in the past 2 to 3 weeks. I'm super thankful for each and every one of you. I came on here live on YouTube because I noticed the community is growing and I have to be accountable for each and every person on here. I'm on IG too. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, but I need to show up for my community here on YouTube, and that's why I'm here this evening. Someone said, one question, okay, how do you keep apples fresh after cutting it? Okay, beautiful question. Now, here is the thing. Apple goes brown when it is exposed to air after a long time. There's different ways of preserving apple. Now, for my kids, I prefer to slice their apples because, like I said at the beginning of this live video, my child is 4-year-old, the firstborn, and my twinnies are 2 going on 3. So I cannot put a whole apple for them, and they don't like the back of the apple, so I have to peel it. Now, one way I preserve the apple is this. I put it in salt water. Now I slice my apple into bits and then I put it in salt water for some time. After I leave it in salt water for about 5 to 10 minutes, I rinse it off thoroughly and put it in the lunch box. Now, even when they come back home with their lunch box, if you check the what I gave my kids versus what they eat, you discover that the apples are still a bit fresh because I soaked it in salt water. Now you can use lemon juice to soak your apples to stop it from browning. If you want to slice it for your kids to take to school, you could also put it in in lemon. You can put it in salt, but I do salt because I don't want my kids to have any form of lemon for now preference, but you can do lemon, but lemon kind of changes the taste of the apple, so I really don't fancy lemon. I have tried lemon, I have tried salt, and I'll prefer salt. If you ring salt off, it goes off without affecting the taste of the apple. So yeah, that's it for that. I use apple. You slice your apple, soak it in salt water for 5 to 10 minutes, and then that's fine. Okay, I have another question. Sorry, where do you buy the lunch boxes? I get my lunch boxes here in Port Harcourt. I'm based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. There's this market I go to, 3 markets. But I'll try to see if I can add it on my description for my next video. So if my next video for today comes up what I packed versus what my kids ate, I'll check her. She has a handle on IG, so I'm going to put the link on the description. If shorts can take description, I would include that for you. So I think it's G Larry Stores on IG. If you can check IG. My other phone is not here. I would have liked to tell you about that, but I think G Larry Stores on IG. So yeah, that's basically that. I have some persons joining. So if you have any question as regards how to get your kids to eat meals. Now let me say this. When I started packing school lunch for my daughter Mitchell, she was my inspiration for packing school lunch the way I did. My first daughter is a very picky eater. Now she doesn't really like eating everything. But guess what? When it's fancy, oh, thank you. He said, you're so pretty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, she's a very picky eater, and that motivated me to start packing school lunch the way I pack it. Because most times I'll give her school lunch and she will come back and she won't eat it. But I got these cutters. There's no light right now, and I would have taken you to my kitchen to show you the cutters. Love shape, heart shape, flower shape, square shape. I started cutting my fruits in bits and making it look so beautiful. So she will come back from school and she'll be like, Mommy, I ate my heart-shaped apple. I ate my square-shaped apple. And it made her eat more of the things that I put in the lunch box. So most times these kids, it's not like they don't like eating. They just like extra fancy things, if you feel me. Like when they open their lunch box, they see a heart-shaped cookie. they eat it. But if you're giving them like just the regular circular cookie, they might not eat it. So I've been looking for different ways to put different things for them, and so far so good. They've been loving it. My twinnies are foodies. They were foodies from day one, since when I had my twins, the boy and the girl, Jill and Jamal. They've been eating from the go, eat everything. But Mitchell was a picky eater, and that's why I started packing lunchbox like this. So if there are questions now, let me answer, I think, one of the most frequently asked questions on my other platforms. How do I achieve this? Now, I make different lunch every day for my kids because, to be very honest, I'm a Nigerian and we have a whole lot of meals. We have a whole lot of dishes, delicacies, a whole lot of meals. So I don't really want my kids to get used to a particular meal. So, and you know, the one way to widen the taste bud of children is to give them variety at a tender age, and that is what I've been doing. If you give your kids a particular meal for a long time, they will tend to push away other meals and eat only those ones they are used to. So I don't want my kids' taste bud to be used to a particular meal. So that is why most times, every day, not just most times, every I give different meals to my kids. I have 3 kids. Do you have 3 kids or 4? I have 3 kids, a 4-year-old and twins that are 2 years old. Do you take your children to school? Or I take my children to school every day, Monday to Friday. Someone even asked if my kids go to school every day. Here in Nigeria, we go to school Monday through to Friday, just Monday to Friday. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, as regards where did I even stop? Sorry about that. This motherhood brain. So yeah, if you want your kids to eat more, make sure you give your kids a lot of meals at a very tender age. Don't give your kids meals that would make their taste bud get used to just one thing. If you're giving your kids only pasta, you discover they don't want to eat beans. You discover they will not want to eat soup. You discover they won't want to eat rice, okay? But when you give your kids different meals every time, they get used to everything, okay? So that's why every day from Monday to Friday, I pack different recipes for them. Now, how do I stay on track without about it is prepping. Meal prep is very important if you want to give your kids the best nutrients they need to grow. Now, we are in a world where I don't know how to put it, but how it used to be is no longer how it is right now. The normal is becoming their normal right now. You see a mom, no judgment, okay? It's okay to give packed meals and junks once in a while, but it's very okay to limit it, because at the end of the day, thank you so much for saying I'm right. At the end of the day, when you get your kids used to junk at a very tender age, they are going to fight with weight loss. They are going to struggle, with weight loss when they are older, with a lot of health issues that you want to avoid. So one way is to make them like fruits, make them like healthy food. Yes, most times some eating disorders that adults have starts from childhood. So the earlier you get your kids to understand that it's okay to see an apple in the fridge, it's okay to see plantain chips, homemade plantain chips in the fridge, it's okay to see a watermelon in the fridge. The earlier you get your kids to understand that that is the norm, that is normal, the better for you, because the older they grow, they know, okay, it's okay. You cannot open your fridge and then the only thing we are seeing is burgers, cheese, a whole lot of unhealthy meals. Your children will grow up to eat those unhealthy meals. Strike a balance. I'm not saying I don't eat junks, my kids don't eat junks, but just make sure you balance it, okay? So you make sure that mentally your kids know that healthy food is normal. That's the thing. So we are getting to a point where healthy food doesn't look normal anymore, okay? So one question, how do I make my children to like vegetables? Beautiful question. Now, in order to incorporate vegetables, when I told you Mitchell was a picky eater from the beginning, right? So here is the thing. For picky eaters, they would always select what's it called, vegetables out from their food. That's okay, but don't stop. That was what I did, and now Mitchell eats carrot in her rice. Before, if I cut carrot in her rice, she wouldn't eat it. But this is what I'll do. First, I would advise you to cut it into bits. If your kids don't like vegetables like carrots, green peas, sweet corn in their food, chop it into bits. Use a chopper or you use your knife, slice it into little bits. That's one. Secondly, if you do that and you feel like they still don't want to eat it, another thing you can do is this: roast the veggies. After roasting the veggies, blend it. If you go down my video, you see how I made stew. In that stew, I added tomato, I added garlic, I added ginger, I added I usually add carrots sometimes, green pepper, shombo, tatashi, all the peppers and all of that. I roasted it for a bit and blended it. Now you can blend your vegetables and add it in your kids' meal, so they will be eating vegetables. But here is the thing: if you blend it, they'll be getting the nutrients, but you will not always be there to blend it. So when you're not there to blend it, they would not eat it. So it's best to always give it to them. Even if they don't want to eat it, keep giving it to them. Trust me, they are going to get used to it over time. But don't stop because your child doesn't like eating something, except they are allergic to it. That's a whole different thing. Okay, what about nuggets, the frozen ones? To be very honest, if it's nuggets, if it's not homemade, I cannot guarantee it. Okay, nuggets is not bad. It's just that most times when all these things are not homemade, there are a lot of preservatives. Okay, there are a lot of other things that you would not really want to even give your kids. So if it's nuggets that you are not the one who made, limit it, because there are a lot of preservatives in all these things, and these preservatives, of a truth, makes your kids grow older faster. To be very honest, limit the star-bought things you give your kids. These days you see a girl of just 8 years old starting her flow, because most times, because of the things we eat. Okay, so okay, said no, the homemade frozen one. No, the homemade one is beautiful. Homemade nuggets are very healthy. Chicken nuggets, whatever, it's, so far as it's homemade, you see, you know what you're putting in it. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, I saw the paste recipe, really helpful. Thank you so much. So the tomato paste recipe is on my stories. Homemade tomato paste. I use Star-bought, I use shop-bought tomato paste, sorry, the ones I buy from the store. But once in a while, but most of the time, I make my tomato paste for my babies. Okay, yeah, can we have the paste recipe? Okay, the paste recipe is already on my page. If you just go down a little bit, you're going to see it. It's already there. I posted it. Just try as much as possible to balance it. Make sure once in a while you detox your children. Okay, give them yogurt, give them water in the morning. Very good. Not just for children, this one even for adults. When you take water in the morning, first thing in the morning, it helps to cleanse your system. After the kids brush their teeth, give them water to drink. Make them do water therapy. It helps. Give them water to drink in the morning. Give them a lot of fruits too. The earlier they are exposed to eating a lot of fruits, and your children, they are in the room, they are eating, they got back from school, had their shower, and they are eating right now. Okay, so once you're done eating, they will be all over me, trust me. Okay, so another thing is this: to be very honest, motherhood is not easy. Getting your kids all these amazing recipes is not easy. Make sure you have help. To be very honest, having extra hands help you out, no matter how little, makes it way better for you. Okay, now I make all these recipes every day. I wake up to make this delicious. I wake up most times 5 a.m 5:30 a.m. I'm up because I'm recording. If I'm not recording, I won't wake up that time. Okay, my recipes just take 30 minutes to make, but because I have to set the camera, get the right angles, I have to wake up earlier. So aside that, I have help. Okay, having extra hands help you out with the kids also helps, because it makes it easier. It makes you sane. It makes you get time off to rest. because it's not really easy giving your kids all the healthy nutrients they need, putting all these things together. It's not really easy. Another thing that has helped me too is, I know I'm buying things for them. I'm really trying. Oh, well done. You're doing amazing. Well done, my darling. You're doing super amazing. So far as you're getting whatever it is you're getting for them, healthy stuff, you're doing amazing. Okay, so yeah, that being said, also don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, take your time. Make sure you have a timetable. It's very important when it has to do with kids. For myself, I have a timetable for myself, to be very honest. Like, from social time to social time, you have to press your phone. From social time to social time, you have to sleep, you have to rest. I have a timetable for myself as a mom and a content creator, so that I have time for my kids and also have time. Like right now, they are eating, so I'm on live. But once they are done eating, I have to spend evening time with them, do their homework with them. So I would be present for them, okay? So make sure you have a timetable. If you're going to be preparing amazing lunch for your kids, doing a timetable helps you, because once you have a timetable at hand, you know this is what your kids are going to be having the next day. And if you know what your kids are going to be having the next day, when you want to go to the grocery store, when you want to go to buy provisions, you buy what you need. So having a timetable also helps you buy what you need. It helps you budget, it helps you save a lot, because my dear, things are getting really expensive. Things are getting so expensive. So you want to make sure you have a timetable. So when you're going to the grocery store, you're shopping for things you need to prep that particular meal, okay? And once you get the things you need to prep that particular meal, it saves time for you, it saves money for you too, okay? So make sure you have a timetable for your kids. Make sure you're preparing a whole lot. So what time do you end the live? I want to hear more things. Oh, my darling, ask me anything you want to hear me talk about, okay? Just ask me anything you want to hear me talk about, so I can just quickly go through it. Make sure you have a kids timetable. It helps with your kids meal. Don't worry, I'm working on a recipe book. People are the first persons I'm telling. I'm working on a recipe book where I'm going to have school lunch for 3 months, and I'm trying to get a recipe book where I do not repeat any recipe. Yes, so that's one thing I'm working on right now. And then I want recipes where moms can wake up and in 30 minutes they are done, just like I do. That is why I am making sure that I take my time to do these things. I really want to help moms, because it's not easy. I have twins, and there was a time I had 3 kids under 3, and it was not funny. So I really want my recipe book to help moms, like, be able to come up with something in 30 minutes and their kids are off to school. Not something that you have to spend 4 hours, 2 hours, you're still cooking, okay? So another thing I talked about, I don't know if I've talked about that, meal prepping. Now, meal prepping is also something that would help you as a mom, and generally as a mom, as a wife. Make sure you always meal prep. When you're less busy, make sure you blend your ginger, your garlic, and put it in your fridge, okay? If you get what I mean. If you are less busy, blend your fresh tomatoes and put it in the fridge, okay? If you're less busy, you make your tomato paste, you put it in the fridge. If you're less busy, you chop your carrots, and I'll have more videos on that, how I store my carrots in Ziploc bags when I buy it. So most of the times, once I come back from the market, I cut my carrots into bits, I put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. So most times when I just want to prep in the morning, I have my already chopped carrots, already chopped peas and beans, green peas are the second ones, already chopped peas. So it's just to get it out from my fridge and just sprinkle in my food, and I'm good to go. Okay, what time do your kids wake up? Okay, my kids have to wake up by 6 a.m. because they have to be in school by 7:30 a.m. So I wake my kids by 6 a.m., but I make sure they go to bed by 8:30. So 8:30, no matter what, the lights are off. 8:30, no matter what, they are in their beds already, waiting for sleep to carry them. So I make sure 8:30 they are on bed, because they have to wake up by 6 a.m. Here in Nigeria where I stay, I don't know, just let me know which country you're watching from. But here in Nigeria, school, I know there are schools in some parts of the world that they have to resume by 9 a.m. But here in Nigeria, my kids resume 7:30. The devotion starts, the morning devotion. And I don't like my kids missing look, mine's at 4. Wow, please reply me. 4 a.m. Like you say, lock mine's at 4. Like, do your kids wake up by 4 a.m.? Please let me know. I really want to see an answer to that, please. Okay, so at my kids' school, 7:30 is time for devotion, and I really love my kids going for morning devotion. Okay, so they go for morning devotion at 7:30. So by 6 they have to be up, prepared. Oh, South Africa, wow. So South Africa, you say, do your kids wake up by 4? I'd really like to know about that. Well, here is 7:30 here in Nigeria, 7:30 a.m. It was such an amazing time here with you guys. More questions I'm ready to answer about your kids' meal, how I navigate motherhood and being there. Just let me know in the comments. I don't know if you people call it comments over here. In my other platforms, let me know in the comments and I'll answer you guys. So this is my first live video here on YouTube, and I'm going to do more. I think I have to add this to my schedule where I would come up maybe every, say, Thursday or Friday to do. Yes, we live in South Africa. Wow, good to know that. Good to know that. Okay, so what time do your kids go to school there in South Africa? Let me know. Okay, so thank you so much for this live video. I didn't even know I would have any viewers, but I just said no, let me just come on here. We have 4,000 subscribers, and I would be accountable for each and every one of you. So thank you so much for joining this live video. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying with me, for the questions and all of that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Can do also ask me anything. Okay. Okay, feel free to ask anything about your kids' school lunch and all of that. But if you check, I'll look for IG pages where are legit, and I know you can patronize amazing school lunch boxes. Another way to get your kids to eat at school is to get really nice fancy lunch boxes for them. It helps. And flat lunch boxes like the bento, they call them bento lunch boxes. Before now, it used to be these deep lunch boxes we use, the long ones where you put food in it. But when I notice when I put food in that one, is really difficult for my kids to eat. But when I put it in like their bento lunch boxes that are flat. Okay, so you really like the snack box that looks like a water bottle. Thank you so much. Me too, I like that one. You know why I like that one so much? Because if they want to have a snack with that particular lunch box, they have to open it bit by bit. So anyone they don't eat will be airtight till they come back. So those ones, that particular lunch box, they can actually come home and still eat the snack in it, and it's still fresh. Okay, but those other lunch boxes, once they open it, most times when they come back, I don't even let them eat the leftovers. If it's soggy, that means air has entered it. Okay, so getting your kids fancy lunch boxes also helps them to eat more. Okay, so make sure you follow my page if your kids are struggling to eat and you don't know what recipes to go to give to them. My page is kids friendly recipes, so make sure you follow. If you're not following us, if you're on the live video, you're not following, follow so you can get amazing recipes for your kids. It's very important that we introduce healthy meals to our kids as early as possible so they see it as normal. Okay, when you introduce junks to your kids at an early stage, they are most likely to suffer obesity and other health issues later on. Okay, I grew up eating healthy food, so it's normal in my head for me to give my kids healthy meal. But if you start your kids with junk,